apparently one of the kids was misheard asking if I'd been in jail. The child was actually asking if I had a family, for which Alicia responded yes. Since then, I've been copying messages. I've had allegations and accusations made on both Reddit and Facebook.
Puzzle was a present from Auntie Lauren and her family, and her sister and her mom. Yes.
But first, coffee. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So before we get into the delights of my thoughts and feelings on what has been going on recently with Auntie Lauren and the Dougherty dozen and this whole jail extravaganza thing, before we get into that, have a little look at this. A lovely, wonderfully lovely subscriber of mine did this for me. It is the sandwich kerfuffle, and I cannot tell you how much I love this. I just absolutely love the way how the Santa outfit, the Christmas outfit, is somehow involved in all of this. It makes my day. It was the sandwich kerfuffle, the great sandwich kerfuffle. Wasn't it 2022? Wasn't it the very last bit of drama that Alicia could squeeze out of 2022? Anyway, that 1 million subscriber party is actually going to be happening pretty darn soon. So stay tuned for that. I don't know what the hell was going on there. I covered a little bit. Well, I covered the drama and what's been happening with the whole cheese and ham, the literal sandwich kerfuffle, in my last video. So yeah, definitely go check that out if you're curious. So I just want to jump straight into what I'm even saying here. So this clip, which I have already showed you, I will obviously play it to you. This clip caused a bit of controversy, do I dare say. People, and I'm going to tell you exactly what ran through my brain when I very first saw this clip. I first saw it on the subreddit. Some people were saying that the kid was asking, has Auntie Lauren been to jail? And then Reddit started talking about it. I noticed that Brit then started covering it. And when I very first saw this clip, and I'll play it to you in just a moment, right? When I very first heard this clip, because someone had captioned, has Auntie Lauren been to jail? Instinctively, that is all not even instinctively, that is quite literally all I could hear. I wouldn't even have thought that it sounded like anything else. Okay, and it was only until she came on and said that it was actually something about her going to visit her family. Is that then all I can hear? Does anyone remember that blue dress, the purple, white, whatever the dress? And it caused like major controversy. Like people were saying, no, it's definitely grey and white. And other people were saying, no, it's definitely blue and black. It's really, really odd. But you hear these kind of things happening quite a lot where you'll see a word, then you'll then hear someone say it, and it could very easily sound like two different things. Anyway, my point is, when I very first heard that on the subreddit, all I could hear was jail. But I didn't really want to touch it, to be honest. I didn't really want to touch it because I was like, well, I don't know. Maybe it's maybe I misheard it, which thankfully enough, I did mishear it. And now all I can hear is family.
Puzzle was a present from Auntie Lauren and her family, and her sister and her mom. Yes.
And you know, the kid asking, does Auntie Lauren have a family? And then another kid is then following it up with, yes, everyone. I think it was everyone has a family. I didn't quite get the cutoff point. That makes perfect sense. And now it doesn't matter how many times I hear that clip, all I can hear is family. But when I very first heard it, I did in fact hear the word jail. And I'm just not quite sure why. It's like my mind is playing tricks on me. Anyway, if anyone is completely lost on who the hell are you talking about, basically, Auntie Lauren is like, quote unquote, auntie, like best friend, whatever of Alicia, who lives in Australia. She started off as a subscriber, and now Alicia uses her to moderate all of the chats. Anyway, Auntie Lauren has shown a lot of, I don't want to say the word strange behaviours, because I feel a bit mean saying that about someone who I don't really know who she is. I will say that the whole dynamic, I have said this from the very beginning, is a little bit strange, because of course she was a subscriber. However, of course, if she's then being called out on the Reddit thread and all of that for people saying, oh, you've just got, like, Auntie Lauren's gone to jail anyway, because the Reddit thread boomed up about it. She was not happy about it whatsoever. And at that moment, when I then watched her clip, I in fact heard the words family, and I was like, okay, that does make more sense, because honestly, the storyline of the Dougherty dozen Auntie Lauren sphere, whatever, can't get any weirder. So for there to be like this secret hidden jail, like, you know, prison sentence lingering in on it, I'm just like, this is too much for me. This is just getting ridiculous now. Like, we've only just gotten over the sandwich kerfuffle. I do not need like prison gate. I just do not need it.
Hey guys, I'm doing this post because I want to clear up something that was mentioned today. Never before have I been in jail. Never before have I been arrested by the police. Never before have I been in trouble with the law. So before you decide to start saying stuff, please check your facts, because it actually can be quite damaging to someone's reputation.
Now, at this point, I 100% agree with you. 100%. If you say that, and, you know, because I won't lie, like, I have had a little look on the Reddit thread, and a lot of the posts that were reposting the clip and it said jail and that, I'm pretty sure they're gone, and maybe they're like hidden in the vault somewhere, but I tried to have a little look just to get some reference. Anyway, point is that at this point, she hadn't actually told us what she'd said. She just posted the clip I just shared with you. Not this one I'm talking over, the one just before. Anyway, so she was doing all of this, and of course, if it's not true, that's obviously like, that's pretty crappy. Like, that's not good at all. But hand on heart, I swear, I don't know what it is. It was like a trick of the brain. Like, please can someone tell me whether or not I am going crazy or not? Because it sounded, when I first heard it, it sounded like the kid said jail, and now it doesn't. Since now I know what the kid's actually saying, I'm like, oh yeah, that does make more sense. And the mind is such a strange place. Anyway, so Reddit blew up on it. There are still a lot of people over there that 110% believe that the kid is saying jail, and I don't think they are. I don't think they are anymore. I was pretty certain they were at the very beginning.
A present from Auntie Lauren and her family, and her sister and her mom. Yes.
Do you see what I mean? It could either be, like, if you focus on it, you can almost trick your mind to say, is Auntie Lauren out of jail? Or does Auntie Lauren have a family? Now I know it is the family bit, which I'm hand on my heart, it definitely is. But how weird is that? How freaky is that? I'm telling you, your brain does the weirdest things. This is the reason why, because there's been a lot of backlash as well. There's been a lot of backlash with, like, you know, Brit covered it. She decided to go with it, and she was saying how, you know, how this is exactly what she heard the kid say, because, you know, all of Reddit was going off about it, and now there's backlash going off on YouTube. And I just want to say, right, that, you know, I honestly think it is a trick of the mind. It is a trick of the absolute mind. It is like that dress. That's just my own thoughts and opinions. But what do you guys think about it? Because honestly, I need to go to sleep, really.
I just wanted to set the record straight following a video that was uploaded by Rady and Brit yesterday, in which apparently one of the kids was misheard asking if I'd been in jail. The child was actually asking if I had a family, for which Alicia responded yes. Since then, I've been copying messages. I've had allegations and accusations made on both Reddit and Facebook. Alicia's been copying it as well for not defending me, but there was nothing to defend me with. She clearly heard what the question was, and she clearly answered appropriately. I know this isn't going to make any difference to what was posted, but I just wanted to set the record straight, because I don't think it's very fair that I'm being both defamed and slandered for something that was apparently misheard. If you slow it down, you will actually be able to hear the real question. Thank you.
Now, I'm just going to give my completely unfiltered opinion about this sort of press run that she did. Now, what I will say is that obviously, if people are saying that you have gone to jail and you haven't, obviously that is going to be a complete defamation of character. I do understand that, and that must be totally crap. And I would think that's totally crap. And I do. I feel, you know what? I do. There's a part of me that feels bad if she hasn't gone to jail and people are saying that she has. However, if you listen to that clip, it is so unbelievably easy to understand why people actually genuinely heard the kid say that rather than what they actually said. This is what I'm trying to say. It's literally a trick of the mind. I swear, I've heard both versions. I've heard both the things that are so-called being said, whatever the case may be.
If you slow it down, you will actually be able to hear the real question.
I think that by her saying, oh, if you slow down the clip, you'll be able to hear what I really said, just feeds into the fact that it was quite easy to assume she said something, to assume something else was said. But honestly, up until that actual post, up until she actually told us what the kid said, I was firmly on the grounds of, oh my gosh, she's gone to jail, guys. Wow, okay, right, what's going on here? There's another bit of drama in this whole sandwich kerfuffle, stuff. But actually, it wasn't. And I think if she just came on and said that from the very beginning, I mean, the problem is she has basically latched herself onto Alicia. She moderates everything and she wants to be like a driving force of Alicia's fan army, yeah? Because she's such a devoted follower of Alicia and she makes it so unbelievably well known, people are going to keep tabs on her and people are gonna want to know like what the hell's going on. I don't tend to cover her that much because she doesn't massively interest me. I don't mean this in a bad way, it is what it is. It's a bit of a strange dynamic. I've always thought it was a bit weird, so I just sort of stay away from it. Anyway, my point is that you can't kind of, if you're gonna try and get involved in someone's like, a big YouTube family's life, and they're under quite a lot of controversy at the minute, be prepared that stuff like this might happen. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not saying it was nice. I'm not saying, oh yeah, it's a great thing. We should all be going around mishearing things and, it's not even really spreading rumours. I'd understand if it was spreading rumours, if it didn't sound the way that it bloody sounded. Oh, sorry for using the B word on you, but quite literally, I was bamboozled when I actually realised what the kid was saying. I was like, what is going on? I don't feel like I need to really add any more onto this. What also ended up happening was Alicia actually commented, "I'm so sorry," underneath this video post. And who knows, I don't follow her on any social platforms, but she's aware of what's been said on the Take Down Dougherty Dozen Facebook group. I'm not a part of it, but I've seen it. And the Reddit forums, do you know what I mean? So she's aware of it, and I just think there just needs to be a little bit of a distance, really. Another point, the last point I promise, is the fact that Alicia casually leaves in stuff like this all the time. So it wasn't only the fact that it sounded like it sounded, it was also the fact that it isn't a complete bamboozlement to anyone that she doesn't edit things out. She doesn't edit things out that are embarrassing or she shouldn't have done that. It's just something Alicia doesn't edit.
I always take this last week off of the year to like rest, regroup, recharge. I've done it. Let's see. We started social media in 2020 on TikTok.
So people, do you know what I mean? It's even more believable. It's even more believable. However, I'm going to tell you, I don't believe it, and I can hand on my heart here the kid saying something about, I can't even remember the words now, something to do with family. I think I'm actually getting sick, guys. I've got that, like, the throat, the back in your throat, and it starts getting really sore, and it tastes a bit like, you can taste sandpaper. I can taste sandpaper right now. So I really think I'm gonna have to head off. I hope that made a lot of sense. I hope it did. It probably didn't much anyway, but I tried giving just my genuine opinion. I do always give my genuine opinion, but sometimes I find it harder to give opinions sometimes because I don't want to upset people. Do you know what I mean? So that's not, it is giving my own opinion. I just want to be fair and I just want to be nice, and sometimes I just need to be like, no, Amy, this is what I think. So that is what I think, but I'm going to have to get off right now. I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. Please take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I will catch up with you guys in the next video.
What's a present from Auntie Lauren and her family, and her sister and her mom? Yes.
Oh my